What's up guys, this is Thunderstrike, back again with a 6 Schlitzes war recap. Today we are showcasing 6 Schlitzes versus FYSB, random match. FYSB is a CWL Premier clan, so GG to them. Was a very close war. As you can see, the percentage wasn't off by a lot, and just 1 star making a difference for us to win. Since it was a random matchup, we did have different breakdowns. 6 Schlitzes spinning 7, 14, and the rest 9s. FYSB spinning 8, 15, and the rest 9s. So FYSB actually having the advantage here, having one more tunnel 11 and one more tunnel 10. But we did end up getting the victory, so that was pretty good. So first off, we are going to show XL Real X on number 17. That is it. So XL Real X, what a name, is coming in with Suicide Heroes from the top, getting 2 air defenses without wall breakers, so just putting in 2 wizards, 2 funnel, and his heroes down to get 2 air defenses. So pretty cheap there. Definitely a flaw in the base building. Just counting on the rest of the defenses to be anti-air, but as you can see, there's a little chance of defending 38 loons. So good job to XL Real X, breaking down the base, seeing the weaknesses and just demolishing the base with 38 loons. So now he comes in with 2 hounds only and just a bunch of targeted loons, so there's a bit of precision there. Not just entirely spamming everything, phase rolling. And also nice spell placements. Every spell was placed nicely, especially that one and only skeleton spell on the queen. Had help of the pups as well, but he gets the queen down pretty easily with only 1 skeleton spell. You usually see 2 skeleton spells on the queen. So here he just reinforces the main pack of loons with back end loons. The freeze was a bit off, but he does have enough spells as a back end heal. You just sustain these loons, and they're just gonna clean up here. Very nicely done by XL Real X. I think that's Mies from WHF, who is also running a tunnel 11 here in 6. So good job to you. Just clean up here. A few pesky skeletons on air, but you can't do much for against, like, how many is that? Over 10 loons, which were left at the end of the raid after all defenses were down. So great job to you. I think that was also our first attempt on that base. Next up, we are watching 21, which was actually me. So I was using Connor because the original owner, Matty, is on vacation, but the account got put into war, so we needed a substitute. So, or a ringer, I guess, but I prefer substitute. So I'm coming in with a queen walk, actually gonna break her in, so it's queen charge, I guess. Luring the hound loon, that was an expensive lure, but I did have a good value queen walk. Oh, those were some sketchy wall breakers. I did not expect the wall breaker trap to be there, even though I did send in I did send in a test wall breaker, but the main pack of wall breakers right behind. There's a bit muscle memory here, just not used to tunnel 10 wall breaker traps, but the healers actually healed the wall breakers in between the 2 bombs, so I was kind of lucky. Rage going down. The queen is actually going to take like a perfect path here, so that was lucky as well. I'm just going to take out these defenses and just go straight to the inferno, as you can see. And the king is coming down, just trimming the outside buildings for the queen not having to deal with trash buildings, which is also going to speed up the raid a bit. There I had to use the ability because the giant bomb popped at very low health, so I had to get that little health boost from the ability to keep her alive. And as you can see now, even though the jump is connected to the outside, the queen is going to stay inside the base, so that's pretty good. Early rage to make sure I have enough times, because I had to start the Lalo by now, just to make sure that I have enough time. The Lalo pathing wasn't that difficult. As you can see, the loons are going to travel from cannon to air defense to the cannon, and from there they can just all like converge on the Inferno. And also there's a pack of loons going straight to the sweeper, so that's pretty good. Freeze down, pretty good freeze, good value, I mean. And from now on, just clean up. I was actually very anxious that I'm not gonna get the free start because of time, because it was actually very close. But I did, unlike in other raids, I did put down my minions a bit earlier than usual, because I do have the habit of delaying my minions. I don't know why. It's just not. I guess that's a flaw in my raiding skills, but I do get the victory. No, not the victory. Yes, the victory too, but I do get the free star. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was a very spread out base, kind of. But yeah, it was the first attempt at a queen walk. Next up, we're going to look at Ross 2.0. Ross also running a Town Hall 11, and he also 6-packed 11v10. That is on his Town Hall 11 here in this war. So congrats to him, good job. He's coming in here with a Town Hall 10 bitch, and I do think that bitch is not fully spam, unlike other people. There's a lot of people saying bitch does not require any skill, but you do have to be good at spell placement, you do have to be good at breaking down the base, and also timing is very important. And Town Hall 10 bitch, of course, is a whole lot more difficult than Town Hall 11, since you don't have a warden to worry. No, you do not have a warden, so you have to worry about giant bombs and infernos burning down all your troops. So he does only use 2 jumps and relying on his queen to take out the last inferno with her range. And she's actually going to get it after a bit of a stroll. She's going to be taking out a lot of defenses, of course, and the enemy king. And as you can see, there's a few loons coming in just to pick off a few defenses. That was a very nice touch of the attack, because he saw that there's not a lot of, or not any, there isn't any air targeting defenses down low. So he uses loons to get the cannons down, which also keeps the kill squad inside the base rather than beating walls. And just finishing off the rest of the defenses. Didn't quite need the loons there, but of course, just making sure that you get the triple. Very nicely done by Ross, getting the 3-star. So we actually had 4 Town Hall 10v10 triples, but the last one by Grundinator, or Elricity, was a triple on a 82k base. So I'm not going to show that because it's kind of like a bullying beatdown on like a low base. So not going to show that. But kudos to him. Good hit. So next up are the Town Hall 9s. We're going to look at Kiara and Kiki coming in with a Suicide, Heroes, and Skelly Spell Lalo. And very nice execution and also very nice plan. Here he's going to be taking out 2 air defenses with his heroes and wall breakers only. So similar to XL Real X's attack, he's going to get 2 air defenses. King tanking for the defenses. And wall breakers going in, very clean. The queen is about to follow, and the king is actually going to tank 2 important defenses. This archer tower wasn't as important to tank, but he tanks this archer tower and this cannon. Plus he's going to take out the king with the spawned barbarians, and the queen has free range to get both air defenses, so that's very nice. Now we are gonna see a bit of a clusterfuck. So he's gonna deploy all his hounds from this side just to soak up every trap, distract all the Teslas. There you see a big Tesla farm popping up. And I really like his patience here, waiting for the queen to walk with the hound, so he doesn't deploy the Scully spells and they end up beating a wall, which is a mistake by a lot of people, that they're not patient enough on the Scully spell. That was very nice. 2 loons still living, and they're gonna survive till the end of the raid. So it is a massive overkill here. He's gonna swag a haste and 2 loons. And as you can see, 2 hounds still living, a bunch of loons, and his queen is still up for cleanup, so that's very, very nice. And of course, taking advantage of a hound CC, he's gonna come out here and chase the skeletons a bit. That's no big deal. I'm gonna speed up the cleanup process. And the swag haste kind of late, but it's swagged. So next up is Flip, coming in with dragons. In a meta full of hobo attacks and Lalo, it's nice to see like an old school kind of attack. Coming in with a queen walk, with a jump, and dragons. Very nice. Just tearing down the base. With style, Dargans. Who doesn't like Dargans? So here's coming in with a queen walk, taking out all air defenses and sweepers. And there's actually also going to be a few Teslas on the way. So that's a mistake by this happy barbarians guy. Having sweepers and air defenses on the same side opens up for dragon attacks, because the sweepers are pesky to deal with if you're attacking with dragons, since they're so slow in movement. So having not to deal with sweepers is a big benefit for dragon attacks. Here he's gonna try to wall breaker in. I'm not sure why, because he's gonna place a jump onto the outside anyway, where there's not a lot of space, like a lot of options to place the jump elsewhere. So he fails the wall breaks because he couldn't quite distract the Tesla, but he adapts here with the jump. And as I said, I don't know what other place he wanted to place his jump other than maybe onto the air sweeper, so it opens up this junction. But I don't see the point of getting those trash defense. Oh, the dragon part coming in. He's got CC dragon and loons. He's gonna rage here, take out the queen. Not quite necessary rage and heal. This heal was not necessary at all. As you can see, the dragons actually go out of the heal quite quickly. And the dragon that did benefit of the heal was full health anyway. So a bit of a miss here. Missed opportunity to swag 1 or even 2 spells. There's a few minus points here. A few minus style points, but he does get a lot of style points for using dragons. And as you can see, there's still 5 dragons up, which is an absolute overkill. Also using the queen ability late for cleanup, just to make it quicker. And just an absolutely beautiful raid by Flip. So, in conclusion, I want to shout out a few people for 11v10 6-packing, being Zero, Earl, Loki, Team Unique, and Ross, as I mentioned before. And 3PL, TumTum, Kieran, Kiki, Bunny, and Jax for 9v9 6-packing. Great job to those as well. And just generally a good war by FYSB. Couldn't quite edge out the win. Actually, this 2-star would have secured the win probably if they had enough percentage. As you can see, the percentage was very close. So definitely a war we could have lost, but our base building and our attacks were good enough to edge out, even though we had the disadvantage here. So next up is Dark Looter Z on our recapping schedule. As you can see, I'm going to give it a quick preview. Lots of attacks happening, lots of 10v10s. There's still a lot to follow. So that's going to be an awesome war recap, and I'm going to bring that in the next couple of days, hopefully. And after that, I am going to take a quick, or no, not a quick really. I'm going to take a 1 week vacation, not a 2 week vacation, don't worry. 1 week vacation, gosh. And I'm actually celebrating my birthday. I'm going to be turning 17, yay. No big deal here. So I'm gonna be gone for a week. Maybe I'll hold on to a video to post in that week, so you guys can watch something while I'm gone. And I'm gonna be back for the Emphatic Elites and the Emphatic Elite CWL war, getting back to the action. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thunderstrike out.